welcome to Samira Show. Today we have wonderful guest and Didar TV. Welcome, of course, Kim, who's always with us, Kim Summers. Welcome. And today we have with us beautiful guests from England, Sandra, Darnell. Welcome to Samira Show.
Kim Summers, Egelsee. I'm happy to be back. I love doing the show and helping Samira host Samira Show.
I love having you. You have such great energy. You talk about energy, and I feel your energy when you walk into the room.
Hi, I'm Sandra Darnell. I'm over from London and I'm currently here in LA trying out for a new life in acting.
It is so nice. I love your accent. ایشون از انگلند اومدن تو آمریکا، برای چند وقتی تو آمریکا هستن و دوباره برمیگردن انگلند، ولی دوست دارن که برگردن آمریکا که یه خورده بیشتر کارشون توی هالیوود بگیره. You wanted to move here.
I do want to move here, yes. It's the next logical step, really, isn't it? Because London's sort of the centre of all things acting and the industry in Europe. And then where do you go from there? Hollywood.
I know. Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, girls.
And I know in England you do TV, you do movies, you do a lot.
I do pretty much everything. You know, whatever job comes along, I'm happy to do it. Every job's a learning experience, and yeah, I'm pretty open to most things.
How did you get into movies? Why did you decide even? Oh, very pretty.
Thank you.
She's got that Jessica Rabbit.
I know. No,
Sexy.
she looks like, what did I tell you? I forgot her name.
Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I get that a lot.
A younger version.
And
She looks
redhead
like
version.
شکل هنرپیشه Catherine Zeta-Jones هست. البته ایشون خیلی جوان‌تر هستن.
Well, I was originally a dancer, and then after that I decided to retrain as an actor. In the UK that takes 3 years, so I went to a drama school, the Drama Centre, who modelled themselves on the Actors Centre in New York.
Wow.
Finished my training in the UK and then started working.
Well, you went to school for acting.
Yes, that's how we do it in the UK. We tend to train our actors for 3 years, and then at the end of it you can expect to have a degree or a diploma.
ایشون 3 سال رفتن برای مدرسه‌ای که هنرپیشگی یاد بگیرن تو انگلند که تو اروپا بیشتر بعد یاد بگیری بعد بیاین. Okay?
Yeah.
And through that, there's a movie that you played in.
There have been several movies, yeah, several independent ones, and then small parts and bigger ones, and I'm currently, I'm waiting to shoot a martial arts movie. I won't be doing any martial arts, but it's very exciting because I will probably get to share screen time with a very famous British actor, so can't say too much about it at this stage, but very excited to do that.
Since you came to America, do people talk about your accent? It's really nice. I love it.
Yes. Yeah, wherever I go, if I go to a gas station or a shop, people, you know, as soon as I open my mouth, people go, "Oh my God, where are you from?" So, yeah, it's been a really, really nice reception over here. People have been really nice, really friendly, really open. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's really, really nice.
When you move here, if you could choose any dream role, what would be your dream role? A TV, movie?
It's really hard, but I love period stuff. I love the series Rome, which was on air a few years back. It was a HBO production, and
so you'd rather be on TV than?
You know what? I'm open to all avenues. You know, I'm happy to do commercials or movies.
I wanted to show your movie reels to see how amazing you are. You're really good.
Thank you.
I think you could be the next Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
That would be very nice for my wallet. Yes.
So when are you planning to move here?
I've just spent 6 weeks here, so I've got to go back to the UK for this film.
How have people accepted you into Hollywood?
It's been so warm, so friendly. It's very different from the UK. In the UK, people are so busy, it's very hard to get meetings with people. But out here, everyone seems to be so willing to give you their time, which is just so wonderful.
Are they more friendly? Is that what you're saying?
It's easier to meet people, you know, people are so happy to share.
Do you think it has to do with weather too?
Yeah, but like someone said to me yesterday, you know, I see it as if I give someone my time to them, then somewhere along the line that'll be given back to me. So they see it as a karmic sort of concept. And in the UK, it's more like, oh, no, I'm way too busy for you. I can't meet you unless you're really famous. So
we're going to go watch her movie and come back.
The Daredevil. She'll risk every chip just for the thrill.
No grey hairs yet.
Don't worry. You don't look a day over 202.
You're wondering, how the hell did I end up here? Earlier today, there was a break-in at the agency's weapons development facility. and now it seems a rather dangerous biological...
What have you done?
Just what they told me to. It'll be wonderful. You'll see. They said it wasn't real.
All of those people died for nothing.
Ist Papa da?
Nein, Schatz. Papa ist in England, weißt du doch. Du hast geträumt.
Nein, Papa ist da.
Leg dich hin, meine Maus. Schlaf weiter. Morgen hast du einen schönen Tag vor dir. Hm?
You're supporting your husband, even though I believe that you're getting a divorce.
Yeah, well, with Felix working...
Sei still. Ich komme wieder.
Wow, nice.
Very pretty.
Yeah. I like that role you played. What was that?
Which
the
one?
technology one, the one with the 3D movie?
Which one do you mean?
The one that you were wearing the Catwoman outfit?
That was actually a commercial for Poker Stars, which is a
Okay.
website where you can gamble. So
Okay.
Very, very sexy.
No, there was a movie. There was also a movie in there too. I think it was maybe an English movie where the man had this technology thing.
Oh yeah, that was an independent film called Dreamscape. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I think you would play roles like Catwoman and things like that.
Yeah,
well.
I seem to get a lot of action girls.
Action girls.
But I recently met a casting director who said to me, you know what, I think you can do a bit more, so maybe concentrate, like just open up a bit and maybe get a headshot that represents something a bit more dramatic. So, you know, I'd like to do lots of different things.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi,
Thank
Susie.
you.
Hi, Susie. Susie is going to be our guest. We're going to go back to, thank you, and welcome to Samira Show.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can say hello to the viewers.
Hi, my name is Susie Augustin. I'm a beauty expert, speaker, and author of Sexy, Fit, and Fab at Any Age.
Whoa, yeah.
Who doesn't need that, right?
Who doesn't need that? If you had to be with an actor, who would it be?
Oh, on
Like
a personal level?
No.
In a dream role.
George Clooney. But I like to play with.
I really used to like Joaquin Phoenix, but
Okay.
he doesn't act anymore, does he?
No, he does. He just was.
Oh,
up
is he
for-
back?
He
Oh,
was
great.
up for a Golden Globe recently.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
there you go. But yeah, I really like the project.
You're
he picked.
new in Hollywood, so what would you suggest? Like, what would your suggestion be that you've met a lot of people? You're here on TV, so what would your suggestion be for people who are new that want to get in TV? من سوالی که میپرسم کسانی که جدید میان توی هالیوود که ایشون که اوردی هنرپیشه هست از انگلند داره میاد چجوری میتونن مارکت رو بریک کنن و برن توش؟
How do you stay confident?
Well, just be yourself, really. I mean, apart from obviously get training, you know, if you get given a script and you don't know what to do.
How do you meet people? Also?
But what I did, I have a lot of experience from the UK, so I contacted all my UK contacts and said, do you know anyone out here that I might look up? And that's what I did. So that's how I got the ball rolling for myself. But even so, you just go anywhere where, you know, there's industry professionals hanging out, talk to people. It's so easy to speak to people here. You know, get some business cards printed, get your headshots printed, and, you know, just fly on
headshots
them.
is very important in Hollywood, right?
Yeah, and just make sure you have your tools in place, like your reel, your headshots, and your business cards, and then just go out
You
there.
have to be out there. You have to be very aggressive.
Yeah.
Put your YouTube video
Well,
and have your
aggressive,
IMDb.
just, you know, proactive. I'd prefer
And
that
the right
term,
way.
because sometimes aggressive can be a bit too much. But you know, just show that you're interested, and then people who are also in the business and want to do business with you will naturally come forward and go, "Yeah, you're interesting. I might want to work with you." Whatever. You
So
know?
if a producer is watching this show, and they want to ask you for a role in Russia, for example, what kind of role would be your dream role?
Like I said, I'm not really so narrowed down, but I would like to do a period project. I would like to do something that's quite physically demanding because I have a dance background. So anything to do with wire work, maybe if you remember, maybe a few years back, there was a movie called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. They were all on wires and flying around and doing all this. I'd love that.
Okay.
But on a dramatic level, maybe anything. I'd just like to explore humanity. So in that respect, any character can be interesting. If you get involved with someone's journey and what they go through and you relate to it, then any role can be rewarding.
Well, I think she has the right personality. I think your personality is very authentic and warm, and that a lot of actors start having that diva reputation, and pretty soon you don't see them anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to be really careful how
you're perceived.
Yeah, how you're perceived. And Kim, welcome. Tell me about.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I know you wrote a few books.
Yes, and what's coming up soon is Sexy, Fit, and Fab at Any Age. Say yes to your inner beauty, being funny, sexy, and inspired. So what I really love about this book is that I talk about not only the outer beauty and the outer package, but also what's inside. So to me, that's very important. And I think that what's inside of you is almost even more important than sometimes what we have on the outside. So it's just everything from your spirit, your nutrition, your exercise, your personality, your passions.
Passionate.
So all this put together, you exude a glow.
Okay.
And I think that is what's very sexy.
And you could definitely see that with Susie. She
Yeah,
has
she's
that
gorgeous.
glow. And do you find that what you radiate out from all that great beauty inside of you shows up on the outside and radiates to others, and then you get it back?
Yes, I do see that.
From the inner beauty.
From the inner beauty, because when you're there for somebody else and you really take that time to get to know them, to connect with them, they see how much you're interested, they see that glow, and it inspires them to be the same way.
So what I'm saying is that you have to be good with inside, you have to have good nutrition, you have to be kind, you have to give to the others,
and
so that it will
kind
show.
to yourself
kind
too.
to yourself. با
And love
خودتون
yourself.
مهربون باشین و عاشق خودتونم باشین. Because also a lot of mothers that don't take care of themselves cannot, because they said on the airplane, first you put the mask on yourself, then you put it on your child.
Mm-hmm. Good point, exactly. Because it's great to give, but if you're always giving, but you're not giving to yourself and taking care of yourself, that's not, part of inner beauty.
Nourishing.
And so how do women do more self-care without feeling guilty?
Well, like what we were just saying about the mask, putting the mask on yourself first, you really have to take care of yourself and take care of your own essence, follow your own passions, and just by the nature of following your passions, having a nice personality and being out there, you're just going to continue to exude it, and it's going to draw people to you. You're going to have a good connection with everybody, and you feel super duper confident when you're following your own passions and doing what you love.
If you don't take care of yourself, innerly, confidence, happiness, you cannot give it to others because you're always depressed, complaining. Then physically your back hurts, your neck hurts.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And if you don't show others that you're not taking care of yourself, they're not going to take care of you either. You're going to be, just kind of in the corner and forgotten. But take care of yourself and you're taking care of others, and it's just very reciprocal. And sometimes you're also doing stuff for others, and you just do it because it's the right thing to do, and you're not expecting something from the other person. But what you're going to find is someone that's like a little bit higher, a little more experienced. They're going to be drawn to your whole essence, and they're going to want to help you along your path or in your career.
And you were talking about following your passion. I think that's very important for women. میگن که شما چیزی که دوست دارین، چیزی که عشق تو زندگیتونه، مثل میخواین مثلا 60 سالگی 50 سالگی برین برگردین مدرسه یا از خودتون تیک کیر کنید، برگردین ورزش کنید. ما هیچ وقت even what's her name, Susan Summers talks about.
She talks about being sexy over 40, sexy over 50. She's also sexy, that we're super excited about, and also in the same essence of, when you're helping each other out, is something that Kim and I did together. And we've decided we both have a book coming out at the same time. Mine is Sexy, Fit, and Fab at Any Age, and Kim's book
Getting
is
Your Life to a 10+. And so we're having a really big book launch, and actually Samira Show is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And it's red carpet and swag bags, and it's nice because it's not always sexy in the sense of being overly sexual or showing too much cleavage or things like that. Right. It's having that inner confidence and helping others,
we're gonna show
men
that.
and women,
exactly.
have that same confidence and passion about life.
And we're going to bring our fourth guest, Danielle. Gonna bring our fourth guest. It's very important that I think that bringing successful women and showing the world. Welcome to Samira Show. She's an amazing woman. I think one of the most amazing women you'll ever see.
Thank you.
Please say hello to the viewers.
Oh, thank you so much.
And say who you are, because you're too much. She's an attorney. She's a columnist. She's an author, inspirational speaker. She owns her own law firm.
Yes, thank you, Samira. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Danielle Augustin. I'm an attorney, CEO, inspirational speaker, and a columnist. I'm very, very pleased to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming to Samira's show. You own your own law firm.
I do.
And you also do a special for special needs, right?
I do. Our law firm specializes in special education, and we represent children and families with special needs. And it's an amazing experience to be able to do that.
You're an amazing inspiration to a lot of women. So why did you start this? You were also prosecuting a district attorney, right? You like all of that.
Well, I went to law school, and I started law clerking as a clerk and at the district attorney's office. And so I became a deputy DA for about 4 years. And in that practice, I had an assignment as a truancy deputy, and I was prosecuting kids and families that weren't attending school. And throughout that, I started getting introduced to educational specialists in all the school districts. And at the same time, personally, my son was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and attention deficit and Tourette's syndrome. And I was personally brought in as a mother to the special education field. And, you know, as an attorney, as a prosecutor, I thought, you know, oh, I can handle this. I can deal with this. And I was really lost as a mom. I didn't know what his rights were. I didn't know what was appropriate. And so I made a decision to leave the DA's office and open up my own law firm and dedicate it to children and to help other families find answers for their kids.
That's amazing. Go on.
It's been an amazing experience. So I actually started off in my home with a phone and a computer and just a passion and a dream. And now it's been almost 10 years, and we have 5 attorneys. I have my partner who's...
You have 5 attorneys in your firm.
Yes.
ایشون 5 تا وکیل دارن توی فرمشون. Amazing.
We do, and a full legal staff, and my partner and I partnered up about 6 to 7 years ago. And
her partner is my husband.
Okay.
Kim's husband, and him and I are just, I think we just work so well together. He's, one of my dearest friends, and we both have the same passion for these children. And my kids ask me all the time, what do you do? Do you like your job, Mom? And I really, really feel it's not a job to me. It's a passion.
Children and education, because a lot of us have kids. How important is it?
I think it's crucial. And I just had a daughter go to college this year.
Oh, congratulations!
And it's an amazing experience. She's been able to go away and living in the dorms. And I was just seeing her this weekend. I spent some time with her and just talking to her about her education. And she's so excited. And I just said, educating yourself.
I'm just going to take a break because I wanted... Can we change swap? I forgot. Sure. Yeah? Sure. Do you want to sit here and then... Sure. Yeah, let's do that quick.
We can swap.
So it will be easier on the camera. I forgot.
Oops.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, go on. Sorry.
So, I was just talking to her this weekend and just talking to her about the experience, and the education it's an amazing, it's something so amazing you can give to yourself to open up your future. But for her, being there, it's just the whole experience. She's meeting people, she's living independently, she's learning how to,
Okay, we're gonna go to the rail and come back.
From special education cases, general education, expulsion matters, juvenile delinquency, and suspension. Families come to us in crisis with behavior problems, not able to read, not able to write, they're in trouble. Families are at their wits' end, they don't know what to do. They don't feel like they have any hope.
We are there for the long haul, from the evaluation process to the advocating in either IEP meetings, mediations, due process hearings, and in court if we have to. Whatever the issue is, we provide advocacy at all levels.
And we see them go from crisis to success and happiness and progressing, learning to read, learning to talk, behaving well, making friends, and that means more to us than you can even imagine.
Okay, So that was you. So tell me the story.
Well, what I was talking about was when I was 3, my mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she was given that 6 months to live, and she really defied all the odds. She lived 12 years, and she fought, every step of the way, and was such an example of resiliency for me. And I think that's where I get my resiliency and my perseverance, because when she was given 6 months to live, and basically as a single mother at that time, she said, "It's not going to happen. I've got a baby to raise," and she lived till I was 15.
And it's in your mind.
Absolutely. She is such a big part of me and my inner strength, and I think that's where I do get that perseverance.
And you also went through?
I was also diagnosed with cancer when I was in my mid-30s. And
can I ask what kind of cancer?
It was cervical cancer.
That's what my mom had. Is there any way you could prevent it, or it's just heredity?
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's lots of things you can do, and there's different types of cervical cancer, but early detection and going in for exams is probably the biggest, way to prevent that. But, I've always been one to look at every circumstance and learn from every circumstance. And, of course, that, I've learned from that, and that's what led to the adoption of my daughter,
I think that's
because
amazing.
we couldn't have any more kids. So.
She has 3 kids. Look how she changed her kids, and then she adopted the 4th one. That's amazing, but I can't even handle 1.
Yes, you can.
You're straight gonna go to heaven, that's for sure. You're doing everything right. You're helping people. You're doing everything that,
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Thank you. It's just such a blessing. When we traveled to Ethiopia, it was back in 2007 to adopt our daughter, Gracie, and the experience over there was unbelievable. It was phenomenal just to see the people. Really, there's so much devastation over there. We can see it on TV, we can read about it, but being there, the need is just so profound. And so, my husband and I were there, and we were torn. We were there for the most beautiful moment of our life, but we were seeing the poverty and the disease, and so we were constantly in tears and just holding each other.
There's so much you could do with yourself, and even if you're not, you probably can economically afford it, but still a lot of people don't do it.
Right.
They choose not to do it, and I think because of things that happened to you, maybe your mom and you decide to do something better with your life. ایشون 4مین بچه‌شونو که اداپت کردن داشتن تعریف میکردن و ما میتونیم خیلی کارا رو بکنیم، میدونی خیلی پول داشته باشیم راضی نباشیم، ولی زندگیشونو چقدر بهتر کردن، دارن به آدما کمک میکنن. It's so exciting. So we go back to Susie, and I know you have a degree in something food. What is it? It's a course
It's
of...
not a degree. It's just it was just a course I did in. I'm originally from Germany, and out
Say
there,
something in Germany.
Oh God!
Look at her accent.
I just get so self-conscious. But whole food eating is huge in Germany, and having your own grain mill and making things from scratch and making raw food mueslis. It's not as outlandish in Germany as it might be, say, in the UK. So that's how I was raised, and then I did the same course as my mum did when in my mid-20s, and I sort of, started to eat that way, and it involves a lot of chopping, but I do think it's worth it, because I do think you are what you eat. It's such a cliche, but I do think that you need to feed your body right in order for it to be, just ready to go and do the things you want to do with it, whether it be working out or, working long hours or whatever it might be. But I think the body's kind of your foundation, and without your health, you can't really do anything.
We're gonna bring another guest. Is everyone vegetarian here?
I'm not. No.
Yeah, I'm vegan.
Okay.
Tanjareen, the new guest coming up, is vegan as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys are not. What would you say about skin? How do you put? Because that's very important. How do you put eye cream?
For your eye wrinkles, for making yourself look radiant, what do you use?
Well, I would say my first piece of advice is you want to take preventative measures. So you don't want to wait until you need to use the eye cream to use it. I started using eye cream when I was 20 years old. And you want to use, just a very gentle touch around your eyes. And it just depends on what you feel your issues are. Some people have pigmentation around the eyes. Some people have dark circles, puffiness. So you want to go talk to an expert and talk about what type of products they have that can help with the issues that you have. And what's most important, and what was always the most important for me as a professional, is to find out what that woman what her needs were, because you don't just want to look at them and say, oh, you've got some crow's feet, this will help you. That's number one, that's not very nice. But number two, that might not be what they might think. They might think that they've got, you know, bags or something.
Like, what would you, how do you put it on?
Just with a gentle touch.
Okay, and how many times a day do you put it on?
I do it twice a day.
Twice a day, in the morning,
at night.
and you both, that's what you do. Sometimes it's too late.
It's never too late. And
you can reverse.
There's fantastic products out there, but I do want to say one of the tips is think of your brow bone. So you can feel your brow bone right in here. So feel, you can. An eye cream, they're typically created to, the heat in your skin will pull it towards your eye, so you don't want to just blop it right here, because then your eyes will burn, or they might get puffy, or you don't want to put it all the way up thinking that's going to help. You just put it on the brow bone, the heat in your skin is going to drop.
We're going to go see the video and bring our last guest. She's an actress, a TV star, a great Tanjareen.
Hi, I'm Stephanie with Real TV Films with Tanjareen Martin, an actress here. And the name of your film again?
The name of my film is Love for Sale. It premieres, world premiere on BET this week.
From delivering ribs to delivering love.
I didn't think you were ever going to get here.
Trey was a true romantic.
I wouldn't go to the city dump with you.
He wants some.
I noticed that you lovely young ladies are missing one key thing in this hot tub.
And she wants...
Do you have a girlfriend?
Everything.
Come back over here, Trey.
For what?
Oh my God, so this is the new place. Love the houses.
Hey, come on in. Beverly, you remember my sister Rachel.
Oh.
Shit, my shoes are in there. Alta's here. What? Alta's at the front door. You brought his wife here? You idiot.
It's okay. He's gone.
Thank God.
Ugh. What the hell?
Oh, hey, Maya. What you doing down here? I thought you was too good for us. That's the word on the street. Big, successful author buys a mansion in one of them gated communities.
See anything you like, Brian?
Are you being sarcastic?
I think she was being facetious.
Facetious? That's my baby's name.
Back it up. Them's or men.
This is what August Bebel railed against in Women Under Socialism.
First of all, this ain't no competition, because you ain't nothing. And second,
Hi, welcome to Samira Show. There
Yay,
you are.
hey.
There she is, Tanjareen.
Yes,
you have
yes.
a lot of good energy, right?
I do. I brought some chocolate on the set for everybody.
Is it vegan chocolate?
Of course it's
This is a
vegan.
real international show.
Yes.
Everyone's like from all over the world. This is so exciting.
Yes,
Thank you for
I love
coming.
this. It's all the colors. It's
I
like
know,
I
I know. Well, welcome to Samira Show. I know you have a lot of great energy. You've been on TV show, music videos, films, commercials.
Yes.
Get up. Let everybody
Get
see
up?
you.
Oh,
You're
MG.
Look how gorgeous she
Oh,
is.
my goodness.
yeah, look at that booty.
It's a vegetarian booty.
Okay. You also co-produced a movie, right?
I did. I co-produced a movie called Love for Sale.
That's exciting. I showed a little of that.
Oh, did you?
showed,
It's a funny. It's a romantic comedy.
Tell me about that.
It's a romantic comedy about a guy who falls in love with a girl who has a boyfriend, and the boyfriend is a bully. And it's just all the little silly things that happens when he tries to flirt with her and gets beat up by the guy. And then I play the aunt of the girl.
Who is Tanjareen? You do everything. So tell me, میگم کیه؟ ایشون همه کار داره میکنه از فیلم و از اکترس و از TV. You do so much.
She's got 2 major shows on air right now too.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. I have a sitcom on a channel called TV1 here in America. It's called Family Time. And I play the Family Time TV1. It's it's different numbers for every depends on your carrier, but TV1 is the channel.
Family 1, which is TV1. Okay, what else?
And then at the end of March, I'll have a new show on Cinemax called Zane's The Jump Off, and it's a drama. It's a drama.
Are you good with drama?
Yeah, I love doing drama. I always get cast as comedy because I'm so silly in real life, and when they meet me, they're like, she can't take anything seriously. But I do get to play some drama sometimes, and I love to emote and cry and all that stuff. It's fun.
And you've done some stand-up comedy, right? Or
I don't do it on purpose. I mean, I host a lot of events live, and I end up telling jokes wherever I go.
Tell us a joke.
Not literally. say was she might get too dirty. We have to censor
Oh,
her.
that's right. I was told to be good because your
Not
culture.
too good. No,
yeah, I'm
no.
trying to. I have a halo on right
PG-13.
now. I have a halo on, so I'm
Okay.
doing good.
No, a little bit is okay.
I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to be. I don't want to be in trouble. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So yeah, I host events and I end up telling jokes at the events, and I do sketch comedy. So you do little skits and you act out things with other people on stage.
Okay.
And I just love to make people forget about their problems. I love to be able to make somebody laugh and forget that they didn't have their rent money yet, or forget that their boyfriend is cheating, and just laugh and have a good time with me. So that's my goal in life.
You almost make me think this is a compliment of a female Nick Cannon. Like,
Oh,
he's
that's
famous
sweet.
for sketch comedy.
That's
he does
sweet.
it all. He's a host.
He's a friend of mine too.
Yeah.
So, are you more into movies or TV?
I actually love TV because you get more of an immediate
That's what
response.
I told you, remember? I was telling you, yeah.
Because
she's
with
new.
movies-
What is your suggestion to her?
Well,
Movies or TV?
everybody
How
back
do you
in the
get more
day,
famous?
you get famous by doing movies because everybody wants to be a movie star. But you do a movie and it may not come out for another year, and then most average Americans don't leave their house to see a movie anymore. They wait for it to come on cable, or they get it online when it comes on Netflix 2 years later or whatever. So I like TV because it's free most of the time. It comes straight into your living room, and I can shoot something, and in 2 or 3 weeks it's already on TV, and I already can learn from it and enjoy it, and then move on to the next project.
Have more viewers watching you. So when you go to the mall, see, I was telling you that, try to get more TV stuff out.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Well, it used to be taboo for a movie star to do TV after they'd done a movie, but now there's so much money in TV.
Yeah.
You can sell the DVD
If
box
someone were to
set.
offer me a role right now, I wouldn't turn it down.
Right. And remember Seinfeld, they were making $1 million an episode as a cast members. I mean, there's Friends. There's so much money in TV. You might as well do that.
You've been on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
What kind of
on
TV
HBO.
shows have you
Speaking
been
of
on?
Seinfeld, the creator of Seinfeld has a show called Curb Your Enthusiasm here on HBO.
So you were with the producer of Seinfeld, which is one of the most paid.
He is a very rich man. I was very intimidated to work with him, but he was so cool. We had the most fun conversations because on the
his name?
show, his name is Larry David.
Yes.
And he's just this.
You work with him.
Yes, and on the show he's this mean guy who just doesn't get along with anybody. So
I
I was
love the
scared.
show, yeah.
But he's really a lot of fun. And I don't know if you know the actress Vivica Fox, but a lot of people tell me that I look like her, and I was working with her in the scene as well. And so I wanted to tell her, everybody says I look like you, but then I was like, she might not like that. She might not think that I.
She might get intimidated because.
Yeah, but actually, my episode is the one that got her fired off the show, because my episode is the one where she thinks I'm cheating. She thinks Larry David is cheating with me, and she gets mad and she breaks up with him, and you never see her on the show again.
Okay. Let's make Curb Your Enthusiasm, and she was in it.
Yes, what she said. I love this. I love this. This is like, I've never done a show where I don't even know what the host is saying, but I trust you, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, how do you feel you use your acting and your performances as inspiring for others?
Well, like I said, it's a way to forget about your problems. When you're watching this, you're entertained, and I also like to play roles where you can find yourself in it, or some of the people that are around me, so you can kind of relate to what's happening and maybe learn from it or grow from it. And like, there are times, especially as a Black actress, where sometimes you're playing a woman who's on drugs, or a housekeeper, but then you're playing a lawyer, and it's like, oh, why would you take that role? Because I'd rather play that on TV than be it in real life, you know. So you get to do the whole gamut. I've been, cheerleaders and basketball players. I do it all because I can show you that you could do it all in your life too.
Very good example.
And you're also producing something, right?
I am. I'm actually, when I was coming in the door talking to your producers, I was producing on the phone and trying to multitask to find the door, because I'm running a music recording studio session right now. But I'm producing a TV show called Extravaganza. I produce a web series called, I don't know if I can say it, The Celibate Nympho Chronicles, but it's on YouTube. There's no nudity or cursing. It's not bad. It just has a sexy title. Okay. The Celibate Nympho Chronicles, but it's totally cool. It's comedy.
Okay.
Believe it or not, for me.
And then what about charity work that you do?
Oh, charity. I'm really involved with charity. In fact, in 2003 to 2006, I worked with Kimmy with the Vegan Vixens, and we were a whole little sexy group of models who were all into animal rights, and we would help rescue pit bulls and just try to teach people that pit bulls can be friendly and be your friend and give you your animals vegetarian diets. And now I'm working on Skid Row in downtown LA every Wednesday with this group called myfriendshousela.org, and we feed the homeless right there on the sidewalk. We set up tables every Wednesday at noon. You can come next Wednesday 12 o'clock. We set up tables. We get food donated from the girls that volunteer, the guys that volunteer, from Trader Joe's, from grocery stores. We give out produce, baked goods. Sometimes we'll just bring a bunch of pizzas, like the discount pizzas, and we pass it out. Somebody will make a big pot of soup, but it's so great. We bring clothes, we get them donated from friends. We give out clothes, and they right there try them on. They try to see if they fit, and we give them like 2 items, and they have to get back in line and get 2 more. But it feels so good because you actually see them benefiting from what you're doing. You know, as opposed to, you know, you can write a check and send it off to a foundation, but you never know who gets that money. But when you go out on Skid Row and you hand them a plate of food and watch them eat it, or you hand them some clothes and watch them put them on and walk off with a coat and they're happy, it's so rewarding. I don't know how you're going to translate what I just said because you weren't even listening.
Charity work. Now, of course I do. I multitask. Look, I think what's beautiful about all these women, and of course, because you're giving back a lot for each and every, that's amazing. So that's what you do for charity. What are you guys involved in?
The 3 of us are involved in, this book is called Zoe Life Inspired, and it's a 2013 daily devotional. And Kim, Danielle, and myself are all featured authors in it. And there's over 50 authors in this book, and we share stories, intimate stories of ourselves, and some of them are embarrassing things that we may have gone through, pain, surgery, death, loss, marriage, divorce, all sorts of things, and uplifting things, what we've got out of the situation. So we may have gone through something tough, but we came out of it with a story, and we can inspire others to just not go down into depression, but you hold your head up high, you're stronger, you can help others, and that's what this book is all about.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
And we take that inspiration, and together, the 3 of us, we go speak together called the Power Women Package, and we teach women, and men sometimes, how to live more powerfully and empowered, and we love to do it for nonprofits because sometimes women who wouldn't normally go to something will go, and they'll learn how to be confident, how to follow their passions, and to really get inspired. We each have our own specialties that we talk to about empowering people.
We're going to talk about the exciting stuff too. And what about you?
I'm entirely selfish. I don't do anything for charity. No, but especially in our industry, what I know is, when I first arrived in town, someone said to me, "Don't date below the line," and I thought, this sort of hierarchy thing that we have going on in our industry, I don't like it. I always try to learn everyone's names and, you know, be grateful for the support, because at the end of the day, it's a team effort. Everything that you see on TV, there's a whole team of people behind you, and, you know, the people who feed you, the people who make you look good, the people who make you sound good, the people who put you on camera, they're, you know, as much as you are. So, you know, this expression of below the line, I don't like it, and no matter where I'm going to go in Hollywood, I'm not going to abide by it.
So no matter how famous you get, don't forget
I want to know my
makeup
makeup artist's name. I want to know the name of the person who feeds me. You know, they're all people, and we all have dreams,
and
we all have jobs.
That's the key to success.
It is.
You know,
and I will tell you from experience, it's a wonderful thing to do. I'm the same way. Even when I was a waitress in college, I was really friendly with the dishwashers, the cooks. The other waitresses were stuck up. But those people might be your boss next week. The PA,
not just because of that.
But not just because of that. But that's also what happens to a lot of people is they're the star this week, and so they're mean to everybody. And then that person that was getting your coffee is now your boss the next week, and now you're like, oh, you were a butthead.
All these people have stories, and everyone has a dream, and I think everyone deserves respect. And
absolutely.
You know, just deal with them as a human being, not just a label as like, oh, you're crew, I can't do it.
Well, you're living by example, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is that you can do charity every day.
That's what I was
by
thinking.
Working on yourself, and then you are the best person you can be, and just uplifting others by living by example.
So you are
میگن
doing
که
charity.
مهمترین چیز شما اول رو خودتون کار کنین، بعد با آدما و کسانی که براتون کار میکنن یا از شما پایین‌ترن، اینا رو هیچ وقت نباید فراموش کنی. مهمترین کسانی هستن برای اینکه اونا هستن که شاید هفته دیگه باستونن یا مهمتر از شما باید همیشه از کسانی که پایین ترن احترام بذارین، برای اینکه نمیدونین فردا پس فردا چی میشه. اگه همیشه اینجوری بمونین و افتاده باشین خیلی بهتر و بیشتر میرین جلو. What I'm trying to say is that you always go more forward when you are more humble. Humble is very important, and I know even the Persian singers that I see, like Andy or whatever, that I know that Persian sing. There's a lot of like Mortaza, and even the owner of the TV station here. The more humble you are, the more successful you are, the people want to touch you, and the more stuck up you are. You know, because you're just human. What difference does it make? And like, you don't have time to go feed the homeless in down, and you could be in the gym, but you do that. And when I talked to her, I like that. I said that's one thing you have to talk about, because that's more important than everything else you're doing. And then what you just said, and then it brings out, you know,
Well, and when someone acts snobby, to me, when I see someone act snobby or have a power trip, I feel like they're not happy with themselves. That's what it's radiating out.
Always the real reason. That's always the real reason.
میگن که شما وقتی که استاکاپ هستی دماغت بالاست با خودت هپی نیستی. نه با کسان دیگه. I mean, you could drive a Toyota and be happy. You don't need a Mercedes Benz, right?
It always is nice, but yeah.
I do have a Mercedes, but I don't need it.
You don't need it. I'll have it.
We're gonna show some of the equipment you guys brought.
Shall we go get it?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that we all of us here have a theater background, and we all are talking about how to be sexy inner and outer, and so we thought we would have Susie teach us how to walk sexy, act sexy, with some props.
Fun.
So ایشون کتاب نوشتن باشین چجوری سکسی باشین و میخوان به همون نشون بدن که کانفیدنس خانوما رو چجوری ببرین بالا. خیلی مهمه که چیکار کنین خانوما خوشگل‌تر بشن، احساس بهتری کنن با بچه‌هاشون. وقتی که شما احساس خوبی میکنی، هیکلت بهتره، میتونی با شوهرتون با دوستاتون احساس بهتری بکنن. میخوان بهشون نشون بدنشون چند تا کتاب نوشتن. So show us, because گفتن اگه نشون بدن بهتره.
So everybody grab one.
How much time? Ooh, hello. بیا هنگم بزن. میخوایم یه خود فان داشته باشیم. Can you help move this table a little bit? Okay, and then bring the other stuff too. Can you bring the shawls too? میخوایم یه خود فان داشته باشیم با فان. Can I?
My head's too big for this.
Okay, bring.
Samira, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Can I have a? Is there any more feathers?
Yes.
Oh.
Indeed.
Thank you.
What you
do? We got lots of costumes.
Yeah.
They're gonna have some fun. ما میخوایم این برنامه یه چیزی که خیلی مهمه اینه که شما چجوری احساس خوبی بکنی با آهنگ و با موزیک و با تاج و با میکاپ و با شال و با عربی. We're gonna do a little. This is the Persian Arabic thing too. Yeah, this is how it is. Woo! Does everybody have to do here? What we're trying to do?
Have fun. Just play and be comfortable in your body. And look at how we're all happy. We're smiling. Yes. We're being
2
ourselves.
Be yourself.
We
feel passionate. Fun داشته باشین.
Thank you.
Happy باشین. موزیک بذارین. رقص کنین. Confidence داشته باشین به خودتون. Have fun with your friends. With, you know, with who you are.
Yes.
And I think as women we forget to, you know, Susie was talking about earlier, you know, being good to
have 4
ourselves.
kids.
Having 4
4
kids.
بچه دارم وکیلم هستن.
It's hard to maintain friendships sometimes. We get so busy with our work, with our families, with the relationships we're in, with our spouse or our significant other. Sometimes we neglect our friends, and one of the things I've really found that has resonated with a lot of women is sisterhood, having friends, having somebody to talk to every day, text messaging your friends saying, hey, have a great day, or having them say that to you. have a girls' night out once a
Friends
month.
raises your serotonin. You need people around you. میگن که به دوستاتون یاد نره حرف بزنین، تکست کنین، شماره بزنین، یادتون نره. برای اینکه ما احتیاج داریم به دوستا، به کسانی که دورمون. Our time is up. What would you like to say? Is there any? I want everyone to say something. What's your message to the world and the women? From you, start.
Well, just thank you for watching and thank you for having me.
Okay.
Follow your passions and believe in yourself.
I think mine would be is just to persevere and be resilient no matter what circumstances you go through. Is have that perseverance and you can overcome any obstacle that's laid in front of you and live a magical life.
Powerful. Snails, turtles, and clams have shells, and humans do not. So take yours off today and have the nerve to be yourself. And if you want to know more about Susie and my book launch and come to it, go to kimlifecoach.com.
Beautiful. I'll just say, don't follow your dreams, live them. And remember, the only thing stopping you is you when you stop. Tanjareen.com.
میگن که بیشترشون میگن که چیزایی که میخواین برین دنبالش. یه خوابی که دارین هر چی باشه برین، خودتون باشین، فان داشته باشین، زندگی کوتاه، با دوستاتون، با خودتون ورزشتون رو بکنین، غذاتون رو بخورین. تا هفته دیگه من خیلی دوستتون دارم، ایمیلاتون رو جواب میدم و این برنامه برنامه‌ای که میخوام بیننده ها هم خوب باشن و فان داشته باشن، یه چیزی یاد بگیرن و انرژی مثبتی به همه باشه. Till next week. Love you guys. Thank you for coming to Samira Show and DDR TV. Bye everybody. خدا حافظ.